Hi, beautiful people. It's your me. You're welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time of joining me, you're welcome. And if you are my return viewers and subscribers, you're welcome. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. So, I want to teach us how to make this simple pleated turban. And the materials I'll be needing for this turban is my stretchy fabric, my needle, scissors, measuring tape, and my chalk. Very, very important. Now, let's get started. So, this is my fabric. I already marked my fabric out, but I'll be showing you the measurement I used. The measurement of my fabric is 32 it's 32 by 55 inches. 32 by 55. So from this end here, this edge here, we're going to measure 4 inches from here. I hope you can see it clearly. We'll measure 4 inches from here. This is the 4 inches. This is the 4 inches. So once you measure the 4 inches, this 4 inches is going to serve as your band. 4 inches. But you see this 4 inches, we are still going to fold it into two equal parts. We're still going to fold it into two. We fold it into two like this, just to create our band. But you see, immediately after this band, after this 4 inches, you are going to measure 1 inch. This method is just like the method we use in creating our spiral turban. So after this 4 inches, we are going to measure 1 inch. This is the 1 inch. And after this 1 inch, you measure 3 inches. I don't want mine to be 4 inches, so you can decide to use any inches you want. I don't want big pleats. I want something simple and very okay. So I'm going to be using 3 inches for my pleats. So immediately after this 1 inch, you are going to measure 3 inches. And this is my 3 inches. Then after you measure these 3 inches again, you come down and measure 1 inch again. This is the 1 inch. So you're going to measure 3 inches again. This is the 3 inches. Then after your 3 inches, you measure 1 inch. That's how you're going to mark your fabric from beginning to the end, just to create your pleat. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to pin down my pleat. I'm going to pin it down. This is the 4 inches I first measure for my band. By the time you fold it into two, it's going to give you 2 inches. It will be giving you 2 inches if you fold it into two. That is it. Then I'll pin it down, just so it will be easier for you. And please, if you want to measure or you want to mark out your pleat, please measure and mark from the front, not from the inside, not from the back. Measure on the face of your fabric. This is the face of my own fabric. And you just pin everything down like that. And this too. So once you're done with that part, that's the band. Once you're done with the band, then you're going to come to this 1 inch, this line here. You're going to come to this line, this 1 inch immediately after the band. Then you're going to bring it out like this too. you make sure once you mark here, pieces with your 3 inches here too. This is it here. Then you are going to pin it down. That's how we are going to pin everything, just to make it easier by the time you want to sew it. So that's it. And that's how I'm going to pin everything from beginning to the end. You need to sew. So right now I'm going to take it to my machine and sew every pleat. I'll sew every pleat out. I'll be right back, guys.
Alright guys, so this is the outcome of my pleat. This is it. This is it. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to fold together. I'm going to fold it outside so as to measure my band. My head circumference is 22. 22. But because I want something firm, so from the 22, but I'm going to reduce it by 1 inch. It's going to be 10. I'm going to mark 10 inches. This is the 10 inches. But now, the next thing we are going to do, we are going to curve our turban from this side. You know I have excess here, so I'm going to carve out the excess. I'll just mark out like this. I'll mark it out and curve it. Mark it out and curve. See? So just mark it out like this. Just mark it out. Well, this is my head circumference. So I'm going to measure mine this way, and just curve it like this. Yeah, here we go. So this is it. Now I'm going to take it to the machine and sew. Okay, guys. So this is it. This is my outcome. So I'm going to trim off this excess. I'm going to trim it off. Just going to trim it off like this. So let's see how the inside looks. So the next thing we are going to do now, we are going to turn it out again. So we'll use our needle and thread to run stitches from this part to this part. So to give us that turban look. Guys, this is the outcome of my turban after I run my stitches. This is it. Please, if you want to run your stitches, please make sure you double your thread. Make sure you double your thread, or you either use what's it called, this shoemaker's thread is a very very strong one. Use shoemaker's thread to make your turban for your customers so they won't be complaining. So this is the outcome. This is it. You can see the pleat. You can see. This is it. Thank you so much, guys. We have come to the end of the tutorial for today. See you in my next video.